What's up, y'all? Good eve, motherfucking. I say late night and it'd be like 9 o'clock, but I'm just late night sipping. Um, I wanted to share a thought with you guys that I had not that long ago when I was getting ready for bed, taking a shower, and you see this? I cut myself with the spouts to this glass. My other wine glass that says "Because Kids," my favorite one, like this one. Yeah, I was washing it, and while holding it and cleaning it with the rag, it just, I don't know, I guess I applied too much pressure. Take note to everything that I say. I was applying too much pressure on the glass while I was trying to clean it up. You feel me? And while I was applying that pressure while trying to clean it up, literally the glass just broke in my hand, and it just, and that's how I got cut. So I got cut to literally the white meat, not through the white meat, but you can see, like, it. I don't even want to describe it. It's disgusting. But thankfully, it didn't pierce all the way through. I'm pretty quick with my reflexes, so it just went. You know what I mean? But it was to the white meat, so it don't hurt. Of course, I keep banging it against stuff. Pay attention to everything that I'm saying, okay? I keep hitting it, keep banging it against stuff accidentally. You know, now this womb is more vulnerable to more accidents. You feel me? No matter how careful I try to be, I'm just boom, bam. So if I do feel pain, it's sore. It doesn't burn in the shower when soap hit it, nothing. Like, it literally doesn't do any of that. So while I'm in the shower, I'm thinking that, like, wow, this doesn't burn or anything. It hasn't burned yet. And then I realize I really have a high tolerance to pain. Like, maybe that's just what it is. And as I'm thinking that, the thought just hit me, like, you have a high tolerance to emotional pain. Is that poetic? The way I speak to myself? But yeah, I knew that I wanted to talk to you guys tonight. What I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about shifted in different ways. But as I'm taking a shower, this came about. So I want to talk about having an addiction to pain, a high tolerance to emotional pain. So, as I mentioned earlier, you know, there obviously, in my past relationship, my last relationship, obviously, there was a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows. And I was thinking, like, what could I have done differently? You know what I mean? Now, I'm just going to be the one to say it. I was perfect. But on top of being perfect, we still are flawed. Okay? Especially as Aries. And I'm thinking, what could I have done differently? I applied too much pressure when there was the womb instead of allowing it to self-heal. And under the right microscope, like, if you apply too much pressure, you're not going to get the results that you want. You have to take your time and be gentle and allow things to work its way out. You know what I mean? And I feel like we all should take something that we did wrong in a situation, even though 99.99999% of the time we were right, whether it be the male or the female, there was something that was wrong. Even if your wrong is just allowing this person to mistreat you, that's the part you played. Doesn't make it any better, doesn't make your pain any less. It's just facts is facts. You feel me? Um, so back to having a high tolerance for emotional pain. I feel like that's a specialty that, for me in my life, it didn't happen with other individuals. You feel me? It was just one individual that I was immune to. You know what I mean? Not that it didn't hurt, you know? I just had a high tolerance for it. Like, I was able to tolerate it because maybe it was because of the love that I had for him, or the fact that we did have hella kids together, 3. Maybe it's because we really did plan our future together and how we wanted to go. Maybe it's because I spent a good decade and change with on and off. Who knows what the reason is that I developed this special high tolerance for pain for this individual. But the truth of the matter is I did. You know what I mean? I started to analyze, like, trying to compare the physical pain that I have a high tolerance for and the emotional pain that I have a high tolerance for. You know, and when I get tattoos or piercings, I like it because, I don't know, it's something about it that has an adrenaline. It's exciting. It gives me a rush. With, you know, a hint of pain. You know what I mean? That's just how I like it, you know? And in the relationship, you know, maybe I was a little testy. You know, maybe I did overreact in some occasions. And I knew it. And when I knew it, I recognized it and acknowledged it immediately. But it was that addiction to pain. I don't believe it's because I felt like I didn't deserve better, or I felt like I deserved that. Maybe it was just what I wanted. You know what I mean? Because when I'm going to get tattoos, I'm fully aware of the pain. I actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to walk away from this person because I enjoyed this person. Up until the moment I didn't. You know what I mean? So I just really started to contemplate on the similarities between the two, and why do us human have a high tolerance for emotional pain. High tolerance for emotional pain can also be numb. I can say in a lot of instances I became numb to it, or it became normal for me. Not that it was acceptable, but it was just normal. You got to understand the family I come from and the families I've been exposed to, okay? My father was cheating on my mother with a man, okay? I was raised by my father, being a witness to him in relationships, multiple, with other men, okay? My mother, she definitely wasn't a good example either. Yes, she was married, but her and her husband didn't even sleep in the same bed, and we grew up in a home full of arguments. You know what I mean? So over time, things become normal, and you become numb to certain behaviors or well-being. I have yet to be exposed to my, like, even my outside family or his family. Like, I have yet to come across a family in my life that has a successful marriage or relationship. You know, I haven't been exposed to those things. So what is normal and what I became numb to, even though I know that, like, that doesn't make sense, that's not right, it don't feel right, I don't like this is uncomfortable, I just built this high tolerance for it because it's what I've been exposed to. You know what I mean? And one day I woke up I didn't, I can't say I woke up for myself. I really woke up for my children. You know what I mean? Because at some point we have to break the cycle, you know, because when I realized now my children is being exposed to this, and we didn't give them, we didn't give them that normal, how it's supposed to be relationship. You know, we couldn't even give them that co-parenting. You know what I mean? So I have to break the cycle. And that's when that tolerance stopped. That's when I started mentally preparing myself for my exit, you know. But I can admit that I have a high tolerance, not only for physical pain, but emotional pain as well. And it was just like an aha moment, you feel me? Like, wow, I'm emotionally addicted to pain. Whoever thinks of that? You know what I mean? I just wanted to put that thought out in the atmosphere because we're exposed to a lot. You know what I mean? We're exposed to a lot as children, growing into young adults, and now maturing, trying to figure life out. You know what I mean? And what is supposed to be normal is abnormal. What's abnormal is normal. You know what I mean? And at some point, we really do need to break the cycle for our kids, because if we don't, who will? Once you get uncomfortable with being normal, right? Your pain tolerance will freaking heighten, okay? Now you feel that ish. Now you're vulnerable. Now you see it for what it is. Now you're exposed. You know what I mean? Now it's real. And now there's changes that need to be made. The only way you can really shift your mind, your body, and your soul from being emotionally high tolerance to pain is just by keeping it 100 and seeing things for what it is. I see that people, like, they love to speak positivity, you know, affirmations, you know, promote great holistic things, all natural things, spiritual Christianity, religious based things, Buddhism, all types of stuff. And I'm such a realist, you know what I mean? I feel like the more I get older, the more real I become. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I see what you saying. I get where you coming from, sis, bruh. But I'm gonna need you to keep it G, because I can't get with that. If I'm thinking today is not my day, today is not my day. Today is not my day because I said it's not my day. Today is not my day because of the way the day is going. Okay? I just need people to be fully in the moment. You know what I mean? Accept what that moment is bringing you. Learn how to handle the negatives that come. You know what I mean? Not by acting like they don't exist. Not by ignoring your true emotions and how you feel about an individual or your day. You know what I mean? Because that's how your pain tolerance gets higher and higher and higher. Because you're ignoring how you feel. You know what I mean? So meanwhile, people throwing all these blows and shots at you, you bumping into things, cutting yourself, and you're just like, another day, another dollar. Nah. Nah. It's not another day and it's not another dollar. It's a motherfucking cut. So you know what I did when I cut myself? I always do this. I was pissed off, okay? I'm grown as hell out here cutting myself, still walking around with Band-Aids because Mother F is clumsy and klutzy as hell. Okay? That's what it is. That's what it is. And you got to face reality for what it is. You know what I mean? I'm bumping into these type of people because I'm drawn to them, or I'm having this mental thoughts because something triggered it. What is it that triggered it? Don't ignore those thoughts. Something triggered you to think the way you think. Get down to the bottom of it, sis. Okay? Get down to the bottom of it. Stop ignoring it, because you are creating this high tolerance for emotional pain. Whether that's from a specific individual or life itself. These cards that life gives us, honey, we already know. We don't deal the motherfucking cards all the time. Sometimes we play a hand in it, but sometimes it's against, I'm not a Monday person. I will get up on Monday, every Monday, and say, I hate Mondays. Why? Because it's just not my favorite day of the week. It doesn't mean I'm not grateful to be here. It doesn't mean that I'm not happy that I'm breathing on a Monday. It simply means I hate getting up to do life on a Monday. Okay? I'm not going to ignore how I feel because I want to practice being positive. It's not going to go down like that. Okay? If I don't feel like getting up for work because I'm tired and my body is exhausted, I'm going to acknowledge me and my body and my emotions rather than the day. I don't like Mondays because I hate getting up to go to work on a Monday. It's too much traffic. It's like, see things for face value. See things for what it is. You know what I mean? I got mad hype. Let me cool it on down. But yeah, I say that because there's so many people that want to do good. You know what I mean? There's so many people that want to do good. And I commend you for having that type of heart. You know what I mean? There is absolutely nothing wrong for wanting to be good, wanting to do good, and wanting to be positive. Because we genuinely have so many effed up evil people in this world that it's really pathetic. It's not even sad. It's scary. You know what I mean? That people are now like happy to be evil, when once upon a time they was hiding in the dark. Okay? So I'm not saying don't practice positivity, but you are creating more of a problem, and you are putting more of a problem in this world when you genuinely ignore those true emotions. Hi, hello, how are you? I fell victim to that. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, I fell victim to high tolerance to pain. You know what I mean? Let me tell y'all, I feel like growth doesn't happen by being positive all the time. I feel like growth happens by being real with yourself. You cannot talk yourself out of emotions that you genuinely feel, okay? That you genuinely face. If someone presents an opportunity for you to be real, not only to yourself, but to them, and you miss that opportunity, you are now building a higher tolerance for emotional pain. Which means the higher the tolerance, the less you give a F, truth be told, because you become numb. You become numb to your own feelings and your own thoughts. You become numb to everybody else's. If you don't love yourself first, you can't love anybody else, God included. Okay? I be asking and thinking, mother effer, how you go to church, play the drums, read the Bible, all you listen to is 1300? That's a gospel station out here. Or Kirk Franklin prays on XM radio. And you still evil as hell. How? Like, I know for me, when I was out here being petty as hell and doing crazy things, you know what I mean? I know for me, I did it without thought. But I'm not an evil mother effer, so like, it didn't take that long for me to be like I said in that last video, I don't even know who you are anymore. I don't even know who this person is. I don't even sound like me. I don't even look like me. You know what I mean? And now, in where I'm at in life is I'm very, very careful about the words I use to hurt people, okay? Because I know I got the mouth, I can do it. I can do it. Even with you guys, you know what I mean? There was 2 videos God did not allow me to post, and I tried it, honey. I wanted y'all to have it. And it would have went down the same way that lock sprinkles, me regretting my lock sprinkle video went down, okay? Y'all would have hated that mother effer. But I had drawn something positive out of it, you feel me? And aside from that, you know what I mean, I'm just learning to be wiser with my words because I know my mouth is a double-edged sword. And I don't want it to bring havoc into my life, especially when God has been working on my behalf, especially when he still has those blessings and those people acting on my behalf. I want to be careful because I don't want to block my blessings. Like, nobody can do that but you, honey. And that's on period. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace and love and harmony, and be blessed. Yes.